Hey, I've made a stop out here in Petrolia today. I've talked to this young lady before, but it seems like every time I talk to you, you've got some exciting things going on. Ava Horwood, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Yes, it's true. We have another exciting event happening.
Yeah.
It's called the Petrolia Youth Talent Showcase.
Cool. Well, before we get into that, there's some details there. Let's just remind everybody, what is the Petrolia Youth Advisory Committee?
Yes, so the Petrolia Youth Advisory Committee is a new committee to the Petrolia Town Council focusing on kind of youth voices in our community.
Right.
So we have some youth members on the committee as well as adults as well to kind of get the best of both worlds in a sense, and it's our mission to advise council what the youth might like to see in Petrolia, and also put on some pretty fantastic events.
Yeah, I know you had an event before that I was at, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I know you guys were excited because you really didn't know what to expect, how many would come out. And you had an overwhelming response, right?
Yes, yeah. So in October of 2023, we had our Youth Engagement Summit, so our YES event, which Dave, of course, was at. And it was fantastic.
It really was.
Yeah, it was the first year we ever did anything like this. So we had about 44 youth come out to the Petrolia YMCA, and we had lots of vendors, the OPP, the art stand, the community fridge. Some vendors were there kind of explaining to youth about career opportunities or volunteer opportunities in the community.
It was an awesome event.
Yeah, it was great.
And I think what I like seeing with this, as a lot of people do, is you've got the youth connecting with the adults, not, young adults, but sometimes maybe the youth doesn't always feel heard, and this is really something that's connecting both of those generations. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. It's all about kind of guiding our youth into what their future can look like, and making sure that they have that a voice in that future, because it's all of our future, really.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great. So, okay, let's go into the exciting. It's something coming up on March the 1st. I think,
yes,
right?
it is March the 1st, 2024. It's called the Petrolia Youth Talent Showcase. Yeah. So I can.
So what do you want? You want like singers, drummers? You want jugglers? Like, what's going on?
Well, all of our set list is final, but we have quite an array of singers, musicians, dancers, and we have a couple big groups joining us as well.
Okay. Talk about some of the groups that I know you're excited to have.
So in total, we have like over 40 performers at this event.
Wow.
Yeah, including the big groups. So we have, of course, the Lambton Youth Choir. They're featured performers, and they are fantastic. I know some of you watching probably have heard them, and they are just stellar.
Yeah.
So they're going to be there. And then we have the two dance studios in Petrolia, Steppin' Up Dance Company and Elite Star Dance Academy. Nice. They're joining us, and they have 4 numbers total.
Wow,
so,
there's going to be a lot of energy going on in this room that day.
Yes, of course, yeah. And then we have some magnificent kind of gems.
Yeah.
So we have some really talented youth performers that are joining us.
Okay.
So one name is Ryan Shaw. He is just a class act, I tell you. He's performed all over the province. He was at the Grand Theatre in London a couple of times. And he's also a member of the Ontario band, so for high school students, and that's just a prestigious, just amazing accomplishment by him. So he's quite the act, so he will be performing piano, and singing as well.
Cool.
So,
really an eclectic lineup, if you will, of different performers.
Absolutely.
So who's invited to this? Is this for anyone who wants to come?
This is open to all of the public, Petrolia, and some neighboring communities. All are welcome.
Okay.
This is a sense to really showcase that the Petrolia youth at their best. So all of these performers that are joining us are very experienced in their craft. They've done this many times, so it's kind of a seasoned show, I guess, with youth performers. And it's more geared to kind of classical pieces. So our individual musicians, they're grade 10 pianists, violinists, and we also have a flute joining us as well.
Oh, wow,
Flutist,
really?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is really exciting. Just
Yeah.
another event with the Petrolia Youth Advisory Committee. And I know you've probably got some things coming down in the future as well to keep this engagement going, right? Do I have to buy a ticket to come to this, or do I pay at the door? What happens?
Yes, so we are asking people who would like to come to purchase a ticket. You can purchase them at the VPP website, so www.thevpp.ca, or you can call the box office, Victoria box office, at 1-800-717-7694.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and it's on March the 1st.
March the 1st,
I'm going to
Friday night.
I'm going to try to be there as well, because I mean, local and beyond talent coming here, and the youth connecting in the community. The Petrolia Youth Advisory Committee has really been a positive, I don't want to say thing, but a positive result so far happening in this community.
I would agree,
And
yes.
you're the co-chair, and you've got lots of, I don't know, I just think it's really wonderful that something like this is happening in the community. So
Yes.
is there anything else you want to add before I wrap
yeah.
up? Okay.
So we also have our high school LCCBI. They're joining us to put on an art show in coordination with this event. So it's the visual art department that they're putting on an art show as well. So that's open from 6 till 9, and the showcase starts at 7. And we also have been graciously had the opportunity to have businesses in Petrolia support us with a donation. Or we also have Heidi's Independent M&M Meats in Petrolia, as well as the Cottage donating desserts. So there's complimentary desserts for everyone afterwards as they leave. So
Desserts.
a little sweet
I'm
treat.
in.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Ava, thank you so much for your
you
time
so
today.
much.
And again, that's happening on March 1st. And the bell's tolling, says it's time to go. Once again, the Petrolia Youth Advisory Committee. We'll put some things in the comments so you can remember where to find all that information. Thanks again, Ava.
Thank you.
Thanks all of you for watching. Until next time, this has been another Community Matters.